Clean my camera.
Oh, recording in progress. This is official. All right. Hello, men.
What's
This is
up?
our first. Hey! All right. Welcome to our first accountability meeting. This is going to be a weekly thing, and it's going to be serious and formal sometimes. So, first order of business. Let me share my screen. All right. Y'all see this screen right here.
I do. It's a little
All
small.
right. Oh, it's a
If
little
you
bit
could,
small. Yeah, I can zoom it in. All right. So, I'm going to share this link with you guys so we can just input our responses of what goals we have and accomplishments. This is just for the record. We don't have to, spend the whole meeting typing it down, but I just wanted to get it on record. So there is a record of our goals. So I'll put that in the chat. All right, where's how do I type? There we go. All right, it should be sent in the Zoom chat. So you guys can open that up. All right. I mean, okay. So you guys don't have to actually type it down now, but I would like for us to type it down, by next meeting.
yeah.
All right. So I can get the ball started and rolling. All right. So my goals, right. So I seem to have a lot of goals. I'll list them right now. So I really want to get better in my Spanish speaking skills. So that's one goal. Another goal is to edit my videos um, more consistently because I find myself not, uh, opening up the program and not even beginning to do the things that I see in my future. So I need to edit more. Uh, and I want to become a better vlogger. And that means that I got to speak more clearly on camera and, talk more like directed, like it's not all over the place. So those are my three main goals that I want to focus on. And for the accomplishments, since it's only meeting one, I'm sure like there hasn't been any accomplishments because I'm starting from ground zero. So that's it for me. What's go next? Thanks, man.
Nice. Nice. Respect those goals. Uh, I'll go next. I have a lot of short-term goals. I'm currently broke, and I would like to get some more experience in a laboratory setting for bioengineering. And so I'm a little quiet in class, but I need to stop being lazy and reach out to some professors because there's a class that uh, I can replace with a hard elective. So if I don't do this, then I would have to take a hard elective, which is what I'm like registered for now. But if I find a professor, I can do directed research, which is where like I do research with a professor and I just do like a report on it at the end. And I can do that instead of the hard class. And I have work studies, so I can get paid for that. Problem
Nice.
is it's 8 now. So I need to get on it. And yeah, that's like the most important short-term goal is try to find a professor whose lab I can get into. Um, I need to start waking up for my 8 a.m.s. I'm slacking on that. I keep playing Overwatch too late and missing my 8 a.m.s.
All
Um,
right.
I really want to hit 225 for 3 reps. It's just a big. It's just what I want. I'm at 225 for 2 right now.
That's really good. You're
Um,
almost there.
yeah. Um, and I think that's all my goals immediately right now. Those are my short-term goals. Oh, I would like to I have a new song that I sent you guys, and I would like to have a finished beat by the end of this month of that song. Vocals maybe later, but I would like to finish that song by the end of December.
Very respectable. I like those goals. Thank you for sharing, man. I really like how you separated those into short and long term goals. I believe you
Yeah.
can do it, bro. I believe in you. All right.
You write this for me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
uh, I think I'm just gonna be the scribe.
We
Finish.
should just have some meeting minutes every time, and we'll switch off so it's not just
Yeah,
one
yeah,
person bearing the load.
yeah. All right, bro. Thank you for sharing. Danae, you're up.
No, yeah, I like the idea of I think you should keep it so that everyone can go edit it when they have to. Because sometimes goals kind of change a little bit.
Yeah,
I'd also add because Denzel is right on with the short goals and long-term goals. I think if you make two columns for that, that'd be cool. And I think another column we could add is what's it called? Like how you're going to get your task. Like Denzel was explaining how each step he was going to take. And I think if we lay that out, it makes it easier to follow, or it stays in your head more, so you're gonna want to follow it.
If I may interrupt, Diney, your mic, but but sounded great.
The mic is balls.
No, it's just repeating. I
That's why I was asking in the beginning.
yeah, I was in the beginning. Actually, it's not anymore. It's not anymore.
Maybe it's gonna speak more quietly.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's working fine now.
Okay. Did you guys get that though?
Yeah.
yeah,
So just adding those two columns, I think, would be beneficial.
yeah.
And now for my goals. So goals I can think of off the top of my head. So first one is really a hard goal as of right now, but to graduate with at least a 3.5 GPA or higher.
Solid goal.
Um, and then you kind of put like a sub bullet to that, complete at least 3 master's classes before I go into my job. All right. And then outside of school and work, I want to become a master at Excel. So an Excel wizard. I want to learn how to code. And I want to learn how to manage businesses. And that is to help with other people's goals. For example, like if Bobby was to make his streaming, I could manage his streaming account. Danzel wants for music, like I could manage music. If Kazi wanted to do fashion or something like that, I could manage that. So I could play some role. Um, yeah, I would say those are my major goals. Another one you could add is I do want to learn Vietnamese. That is something I want to do. That's probably going to be a long-term goal, to be honest, but that's probably going to be one of my goals.
I like those goals, man.
Uh, one thing I think is important to specify is what language do you want to learn to code in?
Right.
Well, preferably, I don't have a preference myself, but I'm going to be learning Python anyway, so I'll say Python.
Python. Can you build websites with Python?
Say that again?
Can you build websites with Python?
Are you asking? Or you telling me?
I'm asking. I'm asking if you can. I'm not sure. I never learned Python.
You can, but I don't know if it's like
Like
the main one people use.
so I was gonna
Um,
say whatever one aligns with like website creation stuff. Maybe that would be a good a cross between coding and management.
mhm.
Just an idea.
I think
Good.
that's got to do with UX development, or that's more interface work, but that
Yeah.
could also help
Yeah.
UX. HTML is like the basic one to make websites, to design websites. Um, but
Okay.
there's more of there's a program that you can do to make websites easy. It's like block diagrams where you can just like set up where you want things to be. I
Yeah.
forget what it's called.
Um, my dad also mentioned that, but to answer your question as well, yeah, I just searched it up and it says Python is commonly used for developing websites and software, task automation, data analysis, and data visualization.
Right. Okay.
So pretty much everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I thought that would be a good crossover because I don't think that's anything any of us like specialize in is, like internet outreach website.
Yeah, it'd be cool actually because right, if you were to pop off doing music, you can make
It's
your
like
website. People can book you for gigs.
Yeah.
for sure. If I started selling merch or something, like I
Yeah,
don't know.
for sure.
Yeah, that's also one of my goals. It's more of like on the back burner, unless if back burner means more directed or more like focused.
Know what you mean?
No,
But
that's
okay, so it's on the back burner now. I actually have a website. And let me try to load it up. I think it's creatorpeter.com.
That's crazy.
So I bought this domain when I was in Dublin. So it's actually a website. I think if you search it up yourself, it will load up like this. I just bought it just because I was impulsive, but I really do plan to edit it. I mean, not edit, but like to fix it up and make it mine. And I have a lot of inspiration to like base it off of. Like I'm gonna put like a gallery of my videos here and like possibly like pictures I take, like the stills. Um, what else can I put in here? I can put in like journal entries, possibly like what I remember, like my memories and emotions towards something like a trip. I can put it down here. This is more of like a what do you call it? Like a time machine for me. So I can just like go back to my previous work and just soak in the memories. But
Can I
yeah.
ask you a question about your goal of editing? So like for editing, obviously there's a lot of stuff you can do. Like there's like a million ways you could make that your own thing. How is it your goal specifically? So I know that for editing, right? Just for examples, there's people who edit people's YouTube videos to make money. There's people who get hired to edit videos that people send to you. There's people who edit to edit their own fun with their doing their own stuff and then put it out for content. And which I know is part like that's your main thing. Like I know that's what you've done, whether it's for yourself or whether it's to post for content. Are there other ways that you're trying to get your editing to either make you money or make you happy or anything else other than content for yourself?
All right, good question. I didn't write it down in my goal section, but my ultimate goal is to be a one-man army when it comes to producing content. So I think my goal is to be a one-man army for my YouTube channel and TikTok channel. So with that, with my edits, the editing more video section or bullet point under the goals is just that I want to be more consistent with editing videos because lately I haven't been editing and I just really want to start enjoying the process of editing videos so it doesn't seem like a chore to do it. And I want to get into that routine so I can learn more because I actually do genuinely love editing and learning new things within the program so I can um, make cool stuff that's visually appealing and like I just like to form everything into one cohesive thing. So I really love to do that. So, but the thing is, like, I just lack discipline. So I really want to get more into it and just enjoy the grind. In terms of your questions of if I want to edit for money
Or
or
a
for
long term
myself,
goal?
Um, yeah, like how you want to be a master in Excel, I want to be a master in editing. I want to learn the ins and outs of my editing program. If I could, be a freelancer editing person, I would do that because that's a fun project. It's a fun job. Like I get to do what I like and get paid for that. And it's more of a creative thing as well. Like the more experience I have doing editing, I'll probably get better at that the more I do it. So I think I just need to just open the program and just mess around with it a lot. But the ultimate goal is to make money, being a one-man army for my own YouTube channel. I don't want to hire outside people to edit my videos or to manage my content. I'll
I
let you
mean,
manage my content.
I mean it. No, no, no. I mean it the other way around. Like if I was to say I went on a trip with Denzel, right? Just me and Denzel, we took a lot of videos, and I say, you know what? This would be really cool if I could get it edited. So I send it to you and pay you to edit my video for me.
Yeah,
So the other way around of what you were saying, not
I would love
you.
to do that too.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of if that would align with my goals. I would do that, or say like you were my boy, right? And you were just a stranger. Like if it
that's
was,
what I
it was
meant.
if it
Yeah.
was on Fiverr, like if I was really busy and like my grind makes me money primarily, and a Fiverr job would pay me like a minimal amount, like a fraction of what I'd be getting paid if I was grinding myself, I wouldn't take that job. But if I was starting off like now and I had like the the decent skill set to do the editing for another person and get paid for it when I have like not that much money and have time, I would do that. I would do it. Fiverr, by the way, is a freelancing website where people can hire other people for editing or photoshopping something or making beats or making voiceovers for songs for a video. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The whole idea of it was like an artist painting like for someone else. So it's
Yeah.
like along those lines. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah. That was good questions. Um, okay, I think for next meeting, we can do what you said with the long-term short goal, long-term and short-term goals, and then how to accomplish it and what we accomplish within the week. Uh,
I'd love to
okay.
have some answers by next week, so I'll have some updates.
All right, cool. I think you cut out for me a little bit.
I was just saying, like, I plan to move on the research goal like tomorrow. So I
Okay.
hopefully I have some updates by next week.
Okay. Let's hope so, bro.
Yeah.
Let's hope some good news. But I think that's it. Anyone want to add something? Have questions?
Is this the regular time for it every week?
Ballpark, like 8 o'clock, if we have time.
Yeah. Sometimes I
Good.
get home on Tuesdays, but I think like every day I should be home before 10. So
Okay, cool. Well, this is something that I've started doing, but I've been sleeping early, like at like 10 o'clock. Like I've been like knocked out at 10. Diney knows it.
how do you guys manage rooming together? Because Diney plays so late with me.
I know, but like I have earplugs, so that works well in my favor.
Also,
Sometimes I do wake up at 3 o'clock and I see him playing games. And I think it's like the light that comes from his TV. I think like that's like the sunlight hitting, but no, like oh okay, there's more time to sleep.
like sleeper too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, maybe I should get a face mask, but I'm scared of darkness. Um, what was I gonna say? I had one more. Oh, how do you guys like living together? Like, because you guys essentially like you're the first experiment of the 508 living together.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Technically, you and Nazi are. He's not
Technically.
um,
Honest though, to be honest, Nazi's like a new person from when I lived with him. So, so I remember what it's like.
um, I mean, in my personal opinion, it's better than I expected. Like a million times better than rooming with a stranger.
Yeah.
We're kind of like we just have this good dynamic where we know when not to be in each other's way, and we know when we want to talk to each other, like without any signals. Like we just felt like Peter will say, like literally yesterday, we had like a full blown like hour conversation about some shit. But like when Peter is locked in doing homework, I know like to leave him alone, do my thing.
Yeah.
When he cooks, sometimes he cooks for me. When I go out and grab stuff, sometimes I grab stuff for him. So it's like it's just a perfect dynamic to be honest. To be honest,
Yeah.
and I would say the only thing like I feel bad about is the video game thing.
It's fine, bro.
Because that's the only thing I do that could possibly like annoy Peter. But everything else I do, at least unless I hear different from Peter, like
I'm kidding.
imagine.
Okay. My take on it. I don't really have anything else to add. I can't think of it right now, but in my opinion, yeah, it turned out to be way better than I expected. I think me and Danae are at that point where like we can communicate without having to actually say it out loud.
Yeah.
You know with what he said. Um, I think like we're both aware of like each other's situation at the moment where like if he just woke up, like I'm not gonna like bombard him with questions because that's just like you wouldn't do that if you're normal. But um yeah, I mean, I don't really have any complaints. Like it's been like I haven't had like a good roommate situation because my
Yeah.
freshman year roommate was trash. I didn't really have any other roommates other than Patty, and she's like fine. So like Danae is like up there.
Out of your
So
genetic.
Patty or
Oh,
Danae?
yo, I'm not gonna lie. Before he answers that, I kind of capped. There's three things. I forgot about my snoring and I forgot about my alarms. I forgot about that. Just
Yeah,
completely left that out.
the snoring is like okay since I have the earplugs. But when I didn't have the earplugs for the first couple of days, I was like in hell. I was in hell. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I asked because like sometimes living with like friends can like can be tough because it doesn't even like it doesn't even have to be like anything that would make you mad like otherwise. It's just like like your house is your space, you know what I mean? And it's like any counter to what I want to do in my space or like what I enjoy in my space, like is often met with like resentment. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Immediate feeling of resentment that I then like I realize I'm like tweaking and I calm down.
Do you have an example?
Uh like I don't know. Like I'll like react poorly when like somebody tells me to turn my guitar down, you know? But then I'm like, oh wait, I share this space. Like this is everyone's like space. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's not no like I wasn't saying like that's like that it bothers me, but it's
Mhm.
just like initial reaction is like, damn, like why am I getting told to turn on? You know?
Yeah, so I would say it's a little different. It's a little weird to be honest.
Yeah.
If I was in your situation, like I would actually be angry about that problem because at that point I have my own room.
Yeah. Well,
If
see,
with
the
me and
wall.
Peter in the same room, it's a little different.
Yeah. The walls are super thin. That was just an example. Like about it's not about the example per se, but
Yeah.
about like the emotional response to it. Like, like something as small as that could like elicit an emotional response immediately that I then have to like cool down. So like if something big arose, it's like any problems I feel like are enhanced. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel like, you know, you guys living together and like being fine is like good because I don't like I was like I think you feel that way with like, you know, friends, but
Yeah.
I don't view you guys as friends. Like my idea is that like living with you guys would be living with my family. And I'm just like my family's my family. Like there's nothing you can do about it. Like if Nayland bothers you, he's Nayland.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
think yeah, I think the biggest thing is I characterize myself as a very unbothered person. It takes a
mean?
lot to get me to that initial reaction to be pissed off.
Right.
Yeah. And I think to our benefit, we're both people that are willing to adapt to each other's needs. Like, not to say that either of us, have a lot of needs, but for example, when I have a meeting, like, uh, to like, like not, maybe like be in a party chat
Be
in
walking the way.
games or
Yeah.
yeah, like things like that. Like we're like both aware of like what could possibly tick someone off.
It's weird because those are normal things that strangers just don't know for some reason. It's weird because that
Right.
shouldn't be like a friend or roommate or brother thing. That should be like a common thing. Like if you're someone's roommate and you met them for the first time and they're in a meeting and you get on the phone or walk in front of the camera, it's like you're just a bad person. but like like but like yeah. If Peter was like, the video games is really bothering me sleeping, best believe I'm taking my PS5 and going to the main room.
Yeah.
Like it's just not that deep
Right.
that to require confrontation. We don't do anything that major that requires confrontation. And if we need it, we're both men at the end of the day. We talk to each other.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's great because, in our future 5-way home, you know, we can split it up by conflict of interest because, you could just room with Fabi.
No, I see. I think me and Peter work so well together because although me and Peter do have a lot of major differences in our characteristics, Peter has all the ones that I really care about. Like Peter's not messy.
You think Fabi's messy?
Like Peter, like Peter probably like bro, you could just see my background. Like Peter's bed is made.
Yeah.
No one else is doing that, I guarantee you.
I
Like
don't even,
I'm
I
not
don't know on my bed. I can't.
no, but like I'm not even
Maybe.
saying talking like that though, but like I'm not like a female. I don't care if things are like completely clean.
Yeah.
Like I also don't want like a fucking huge mess either. It
Yeah.
bothers me. My OCD kicks in there. And I get to a point where I don't want to clean it anymore. Like Peter knows with our fridge situation,
Mm.
me and him, he helped me organize the fridge one day. It took one day for the other rooms to go and fuck it up.
To mess it up. Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what I was gonna say? You and Fabi, me and Jason, and Peter and Nazi. And hear me out.
That's crazy.
Hear me out. Nazi's never gonna be home, and Peter has the most productive hours of the day. So he's the one that needs most to not be bothered. So he gets
Interesting.
Nazi, is not home, and when he's home, he just like doesn't do anything. So like his room can never be dirty because he's never in his room.
Trying to think who would be my personal best roommate.
That's hilarious. Denzel. It's like it's fair reasoning. Uh but I think in actuality it might be different.
Yeah,
Like in terms of like the like the actual vibe of like the room.
bro. The thing with Nazi, he's never in his room. Like he's just never there.
If there's no one with him.
True.
See,
You know,
if you were
that's
to invite his other friends, non five weight people, then
yeah,
is where like the problems could arise. Not saying that it would. I'm
yeah.
saying like I don't know myself in the future to see if I would be annoyed.
But bullshit, you would. That's a tough one. Nazi's a tough one.
Yeah, I think me personally, I could room with anyone aside from Fabi or Nazi.
I was about to say put them two together.
What happened?
I would say put Fabi and Nazi together.
Bobby and Ozzy. That works as well. I couldn't be with any of the gamers. I know that for a fact.
Jason as well.
Well,
Anybody. Jason's like a baby. That's why. That's why I chose Jason.
if we were to have a house, I wouldn't be playing in my bedroom.
Uh honestly, if we got a house, we probably all have our own rooms. I thought this was just a fun social experiment.
Yeah.
Like who would be the best roommates together?
Hmm.
I I stand by my choice. I think it would go well.
I think
Yeah, Jason's one of those I can't see anything going wrong with. Like you can't go wrong with Jason.
Yeah, yeah, no, like yeah,
Jason Allen is the number one pick in the draft.
Jason's
yeah.
not real, bro.
Why isn't he here? He has no excuse.
I don't know, bro.
But add a point column to this.
What do you say?
Add a stature point column to this and deduct 5 from Jason and 10 from Nazi.
Oh, we're gonna count points. We should do that. Whoever gets
Oh,
accumulates a certain amount of points.
dude, we should like you accomplish your goal, you get points. Yeah.
What are the
Minus 10
points
for
we
Fabi because he's on games, right?
Uh, uh,
Or is he not?
he has a habit of leaving his PlayStation on.
Maybe he's lying. He's not. He's not actually at work.
It definitely says he's on uh God of War right now.
That's
I would
crazy.
because he'd be appearing offline if we really wanted to.
Right.
What
Okay.
would those points lead to?
Maybe
Stature. I outrank you.
I don't know. We can figure it out next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that it's been a good meeting. I think that's enough for the recording. So I'll end it here. I'll stop sharing and I'll stop the record. All right, bro. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you joining. Yeah, there's 2 minutes left in the meeting, but I think this is going to be a good start for a productive and better version of ourselves. Because I can actually say, "Hey, have you begun to make your beat yet?" And you could say, "No, but this is what I plan to do." And you can say, "Hey, how far are you in your blank video?" Like, fill in the blank. So yeah, I think I think it's a good idea, but we'll see as the weeks go on.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Nice.
All right.
I also want to fill up this shirt, but I realized it's a medium. So if it was a small, I would look fucking ripped in this shirt. Like crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, I actually don't fit into any medium shirts anymore.
Really?
Like, I could, it just wouldn't fit right.
Yeah.
Like, a large fits like how it should. But all right, bro. It's 9:40. I'll let you go.
All right.
Bro. Peace. Have a good night.
Wait, Diney, get on Overwatch.
Did you hear that today? He said to get on Overwatch.
Okay.
Said okay.
Good night, guys.
Broski. Peace.